G'day and welcome to another slow and steady video here on the channel. My name is KT and today is Trucking Tuesday, back on, well, the game that I handed my notice in. I just about had enough of it and wasn't going to cover it on the channel, much like Truck Driver the American Dream. You know, if I'm done with the game, I'm done with it. It's got, you know, I've got to stick to my word. But the reason this is back is because this coming Friday, we have the Dutch connection coming. I thought, come on, let's give it one more blast. Now, I was going to couple this video together with, and it's installed on my system, Truck Driver the American Dream. I knew I threw it in the bin and wasn't going to come back to it. But I thought, because I've got a wheel, let's come back and revisit both games. I may do a cheeky little bit of American Truck Sim on the end of this video. But for now, we're going to do some Truck Driver. We're going to talk about the Dutch connection, and we're going to talk about lots of things, really. You know, typical waffle fest here. And here we are on my beautiful truck there. And what are we doing? I don't know. Oh yeah, I want to talk about the options. Now, with this wheel, I have found here, I've had to bring the sensitivity right the way down, all the way down to the bottom, and you'll see that the steering wheel is really still quite sensitive. The force feedback I've brought up to 5 because I think that was set on 2, so the force feedback is now quite nice. Everything works, everything is completely fine on this game, so steering wheel wise you're gonna have an okay time, I think. But the I did whip back to the controller to check the steering sensitivity. If you're gonna sort of bounce between wheel, and like me, I've got to set up the wheel, you know, and sometimes I'll be on controller, you're going to have to restore the default setting, because steering, in fact we can do it here, hold on, no, don't want to change nothing. So if I was to drive with the controller, steering this truck hard left takes a very long time to turn left. Yet with the wheel, you can see I can swing that left and right, no problem at all. But with the controller, it's much, much slower. Okay, let's get back in the cab. 6 hours later. But I hope everyone is well. I've been fannying about with this. Fannying about. Do you remember, was it the, I was watching some old episodes. Can I go down here? Can I? No, I can't. No, okay, let's just back this up a sec. I was watching some old episodes of, the Thin Blue Line, and is it Inspector Grimm, and he was fannying about, and it just made me laugh. Okay, yeah, this force feedback is set on 5. I still don't feel like it's really anything tough. See, now it feels tough, but that wheel, as you can see, is where's the way out of here? I've got it on the lowest sensitivity, but you can see it spinning around there. Is it left out of here? I think so. Yep. So we're going to have a little chat. We'll settle down, grab yourself a cup of tea. We've come out the junction the wrong way. And yeah, we'll probably mention ATS and ETS as well. And how'd you get the cruise control? It's up, isn't it? Always like the cruise control in this game, and I've always considered, yeah, that sensitivity is still quite, I'd like to bring that down even more, but I've got it on the lowest setting. Okay, so we're quickly interrupted by the trailer pickup here, so we'll just a little bit of brake and we'll swing it in. I got some news as well this week. I've gone and got a job. I know, right? The other job that I had didn't really work out, and so I've managed to land another job, and I'm not sure how it's going to affect the channel. The channel's still going to be here because it's something that I'm incredibly proud of, and I am super thankful to every single member that subscribes. You know, you guys rock. You are officially, and I know it's my silly little thing, part of the SAS crew. Is that our trailer? think it is. It's not highlighted like in Alaskan, but I think that's a trailer there. Yeah, it's got the blue mark there, isn't it? Yeah, so we'll just back this up. I'm going to lose my train of thought because obviously I'm doing 3 things at once. Which of course women can. But, yeah, I do have a bit of a fuzzy brain. Like, well, you know me, if you've been on this channel long enough. I swear I've got ADHD. Right. Okay, so, of course, handbrake is square on this game. How do I attach trailer then? Is it going to come up? There we go. Okay. Cool. Okay, let's get the fudge out of here. Might have to have some better lights, actually. That's the map. High beam. Okay. And the gatehouse is up here. And we'll slow it down and we'll cover everything that we need to talk about. But yes, a big shout to all the people that subscribe to the channel. I'm so grateful to each and every single one of you. This is, you know, a passion of mine, and you know, to get to do a YouTube channel and come on and have a bit of a, you know, camaraderie with you all. In a fantastic community that we have. I'm super grateful, you know. Right, now actually I might grab some sleep, because I think this is a 2 pickup job, like a 2 so I think we will. But yes, the last time I played this game I was having a bit of a grizzle about it, and for lots of valid reasons. I think you can go back and watch that video if you want to, but I'm gonna look at this parking bay for a lorry. I mean, goodness me. Okay, so engine off and lights off. I guess it works, but the trouble is you can't, you know, if you've got a trailer on, you can't actually, you know, pull out of this bay, you know. So we'll have to reverse anyway. So let's sleep. Okay, so it's still night time, but we have slept and we've got enough fuel. Okay, so we can whip around this car park. Let's get back in the lorry, get it started up. Let's throw on some high beams because it looks to be even darker than when we pulled in, but that's okay. Right, let's back this up a little bit. Of course, on a wheel now. Straighten this up a little bit, right a little bit more, left a bit, and let's get out. We'll just check our mirror. Yep, of course there's going to be no traffic coming in. This is not a multiplayer ETS, is it, where we have to check all the traffic, which would be really cool. And all those trucks parked up in those bays. Cool, that's a bit tight through there, isn't it? Bloody hell. Let's just watch this a second. Keep it straight. Is that back wheel going to touch that curb? No, I think we're just through. Christ, we've got some concrete elements here. I think what we'll do is we'll whip up here and then we'll do a U-turn at the bottom. Yeah, and we'll come out this way and we'll hit the road. Okay, so indicate right, look left. Right, are we finally on the road? I think so. Okay, let's settle in. So we are on the Thrustmaster 248. The sensitivity is turned down as much as I can on the wheel, but as you can see, it's out of all the games that I've played so far, this seems to be still quite... I'd like to bring the sensitivity down even more, but it's really playable. you know, and as with all these games, it's always felt night and day to a controller. It really has been quite a pleasurable experience to play on this wheel. Is this a T-junction? Yes, it is. So we'll just pull up here and have a look. That's right. Yeah, go on, we'll have that. Palming the wheel, look at that. I'm still getting used to this camera lark. If anyone's got wheels, let me know how you get on with the camera with the right stick. Once I'm sort of, you know, on the highway, absolutely fine. You know, you can settle in. So I imagine those long journeys that we're going to do on Euro truck and American truck are going to be really pleasurable once, you know, because I mean, you spend most of your time on the highway, and just to be feathering a steering wheel is pleasurable, but moving the camera with the right stick still does get some, you know, that's the part that if you're on a controller it feels a bit more natural, I suppose. But let's just pop it up in the cruise control. But you know, I said before, as someone who's now, you know, nearly 52 years old, you know, for the sake of my hands on a controller, this wheel has been delicious, like, you know, really nice, and the handling has been nice. So I may do some American truck sim, might have a look at it. I find the whole game quite, this is going to sound very kind of 1950, I find it ghastly. That's what I find it. I just find it, oh my god, it's just, you know, it's I don't care for the colour palette, I don't care for the glowing trailers where they're parked. I've always found this game to be a bit more on the realistic scale. Of course, we've got the cab over trucks. This actually inside looks quite nice. I think looking at the fuel gauge, all gauges work. It's a shame that we've not got like a cute little sat nav set up on the dashboard, so we could take that off the UI. That would be quite nice. And then just have those sleep and, well, you wouldn't even need the fuel meter, to be fair. But you know, it's these type of things that kind of separate, in my humble opinion, a game that love and attention and detail, and it's like, oh, what can we do to, you know, declutter the screen? Or, you know, we had when you pull up and you're doing a reverse, there's like a big, you see that big blue go to Helmsburger warehouse, that doesn't need to be that big, you know. And when you're reversing, you've got like the parking accuracy, the box is massive, you know, it just doesn't need to be that big. In my humble opinion, it doesn't need to be that big on the screen, you know. So yeah, so as you know, I very quickly, we did a first look on American Truck Dream. You can go back to it if you like, and had a terrible time with it. I may put it on the end of this video, just sort of see how we get on. I don't want to make the videos too long, but we've got this Dutch connection, which is going to be on the Unreal 5. So it's going to be using a similar palette. Maybe they've changed it slightly, I'm not sure. I've seen the trailer, and you know, I think I've seen some of the truck models, I've seen the trailer models, and I've seen one where they were pulling this sort of heavy trailer, and the front wheels of the cab was sort of off the ground, and I was like, and you put that on your trailer? Like, you know, on the sort of world reveal, if you like. And I was like, bloody hell. So I got a sneaky suspicion, and this is purely opinion, right? I'm not endorsed by Sodesco. I'm not in the business of tearing video games. It's just not Angry Joe here. Like, I don't, I'm not pulling video games apart for the fun of it. I just have an opinion. You know, as a consumer, I would have an opinion. And I think we've all been... How do we feel about this gold edition? You know, we expected a polished celebration of this game. That's what gold edition really is, isn't it? In my eyes. And what do we get? Well, we still got bugs, you know. I haven't seen any AI crashes, actually, so we'll see how that goes. But it was a buggy launch, wasn't it? And you only have to look to think, like, what's this launch going to be like? I already can't stand American Dream. I loved the first truck driver. I bought gold. I've completed the base game. But, you know, it's been buggy. The rain looks like paint. I mean, it is what it is, right? This is a 2019 Unity game, right? So this one's going to be Unreal 4. But I think Truck Driver American Dream had like a 50 quid ticket on it, didn't it? Gonna pull over left here a minute, just move over left. A 50 quid ticket on it, and I'm just like, so I'm in a bit of a quandary really, because I want to cover it, because I want to, if I'm going to have an opinion, I think I've got to play the game, right? I don't think you can have an opinion and sort of say, no, I don't want to buy it, because, you know, I want to sort of wait and see what the reviews are like and such, you know. Right, where's the drop off to then? Let's look for the drop off. But yeah, you know, you as a consumer, you know, you can maybe check out some YouTube channels and see what you think, whether you want to put down on it. But for me, like, I already know I don't want to put like 50 quid down on it, because I think it's going to be, well, it's almost I think it's a cash in. See, see, here we go. Here's one of the problems. So I'm backing up this trailer now. It's dark. I can't get out the cab. I don't want to use third person, and that big box needs to be reduced down about 50%, because it's imposing on that mirror there, and I want to use that mirror, you know. So let's just see if we can back this up. I think in my last video I was so fed up that we actually used third person to back it all up, but yeah, you know, it has sort of imposed on that. Hang on a second. So we'll just sort of see how that goes, really. But yeah, it's so dark, you know, that needs to be floodlit, really, doesn't it? I suppose. Let me think. Okay, so I think we'll pull it up something like that, so we can just sort of pull in somewhat square. And trailers on the right, I want it to go left. Right. Come on, Katie, you got this. Does this have stick your head out the window type thing? Can't remember now. It is tough, isn't it? The more I do it, I'm sure I'll get used to it. We're doing it weekly. $80, $90. Come on, be good to me, eh? $90. There you go, 100. Have it, right, Christ. Okay, turn the engine off. And listen to a bit of waffle. So I'll just talk over this bit. Yeah, so £50. And I think if it's £50, I want to say... Oh, okay, we're off already, are we? Okay, that's fine. Attach trailer to your truck. Looks like it's on this site. I want to say if it's £50, I'm going to leave it. Because I want to say that I don't think it's going to be worth £50. Especially with a narration of a story, you know? But then there's part of me, it's like, well, you know, you're only covering bloody... you know, handful of genres, and even the bikes are only every now and again, and so maybe I should get it and have an opinion on it, you know. But it's just a lot of money to thump up, isn't it? Right, let's have this. Are we good then? Let's get out of here, let's get back on the road. And I think, you know, they can sort of catch their lucky break, because ETS and ATS is not dropping this year. And I think had it been dropping this year, I think, you know, they would have seen sort of next to no sales on it, really. But yeah, so it comes out this Friday. And I think, in my heart of hearts, I think I'm going to get it. I think I'm going to regret it. But I think, you know, for all intents and purposes, to have a channel and to have, you know, a small niche and not cover a game that's coming out in that niche is a bit rubbish. So that's sort of what I'm thinking, really. But yeah, there we go. I imagine there'll be other, you know, channels covering it as well, and it, you know, that's a good thing. You know, it's nice to always get different people's opinions, because, you know, my opinion is different to someone else's, and that's important, you know. You don't suddenly want just one company in the entire world making hamburgers, you know. You want a variety, so always having a variety of opinions is a good thing, I think. And I shall give my my 10 pence worth. That's what I'm thinking. Is it? I'm sure my lights are on, although they don't look like they're on. We'll check when we're up at the next set of lights. So we'll hang a right here. It does feel like I was using a controller on this when I sort of loaded up. There is something to say, yeah, they're on high beam, look, about the ease of a controller. Right, so here I am talking about the wheel. Just go watch that. And we're not going to tear these graphics apart. You can look at that and think it's a PS3 with that sky, the silhouette of the mountain, sort of washed out, almost looks black and white to the left hand side. I mean, it is night time, but you know, in fact, I'd almost wonder where the colour's gone if it wasn't for the colour on the wind mirrors. Okay, take a right here. But this is the heading north DLC, so not much colour to be had. So talking about the advantage of a wheel and the disadvantages of a wheel. So I think this plays really well on a controller. I think it's always been accessible. The steering has always felt really, really good. And it's more than playable on a steering wheel. It's got a really nice cruise control, so you can engage it at 12 miles an hour if you want to. And the game plays really, really well. It's a shame that it's not fully optimized. It's a shame that there's still bugs in the game. Although we haven't come across any crashes with the AI. So maybe they have fixed that. And we have to forgive also the fact that, you know, it is Unity. So we just have to forgive that as well. But overall, you know, it's not a bad purchase. But I just couldn't get on with the American Dream. You know, I find this narration bad enough, you know, the text messages. And I think that's going to kill me on the Dutch connection. You know, all this this American move into this new land and being a truck driver. I'm not interested. You know, some people might be. You know, maybe that's their USP. They got this story. You know, see, you can't knock them. That's their USP, right? So, right, just what's right. Oh yeah, I was talking about yeah. So, but I think the steering wheel is really nice on the open roads. I think when it comes to ETS and ATS, I think it's going to really come into its own because you'll be able to settle in a bit of cruise control, a lovely podcast or an audio book, and you'll just be able to enjoy the drive, you know, hook up with some friends, do a convoy. So it looks like we're at our drop. So let's put some hazards on because we're losing our immersion. And let's pull into the yard. So again, parking accuracy. A little bit of a different terrain here, which is quite nice. If I can look for this, oh, there it is, look. Jeez. Well, we said we wanted a difficult parking spot. Christ almighty. Can I pop my head out the window? No, I can't. That's a shame, isn't it? Okay, well, we're in for a penny, in for a pound. Get yourself a cup of tea. God, this is going to be bloody tough, isn't it? Come on, Katie. You've got this. You've got this. Straighten up a little bit. Right, I think. No, that way. Go on, push it in. No, that way. Actually swinging his wheel round. Come on, it's looking alright actually. Right, okay, let's just pull it forward a little bit. Right, let's throw some wipers on. Had to be raining on top of it, didn't it? Let me think. Trailer wants to go left, so I think I've got to go this way. I'm going to take whatever it gives me, to be honest with you. 40. Right, I might take that. 50. Should I take it? I'll take it. Right, let's drop it off. Knock the engine off. Okay. Is the trailer still going to be there? Because I'm very curious. I'd like to oh god, the elf thing, that's fine. I was not offended. See what I mean about the story? I'll find a way to solve this. Right, okay. I am going to knock them off a second. Let's have a look at this trailer. Oh, okay, sadly you can't see the loading bay, but we managed to get it in there. Right, I'm going to leave this video here. I will see you in a second. See, look at these visuals. Guy looks like a PS2 guy, doesn't he? So let's continue story. Hopefully they'll kill that music. Happy driving, Miss KT. So we've got these sort of whoosh screens that look like I'm looking through a grubby window, which is an odd idea. Again, we've got music. And I don't want music, really. Especially if I was listening to some music and just driving on the open road, you know. Hit continue. I'm probably going to delete this very quickly after we have a go. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is your Unreal 5 engine. So far, it's... Even the clouds, I'm watching the clouds go over and they've got frame issues with the clouds. Yeah. I think this has taken me into free roam. No, that hasn't. That's laid back trainer. So let's get it started up. So I think it was hold down. Okay, we can look around. Yeah. Now, I know there's other people that play this game and know it far, far better than me. We're just going to literally go to the destination and play it for 5 minutes. That's off. There's no sound on the handbrake. A little click you can hear. What's indicate? Again, indicators are quite quiet, aren't they? Engine. Okay, let's look at the resolution in those mirrors. They're terrible. Okay, wheels working so far. Everything's okay. What's that noise? I tell you what, for Unreal 5, this actually looks worse than what you have on Unity. Let's pull up alongside this recovery vehicle here and have a look at some of the assets. Hold on a second. Might whip the third person. Hold on. How do you do it? Oh, that's my truck. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to give on the road any trouble, is it really? Anyway, that's the assets. Let's get them onto the open road and just go and experience some of this. Oh, here we go.
Small bags. You're the son of a truck driver after all.
Well, my wife though.
How does she feel about this new venture of yours?
I don't really know. She wants me to have a steady job and pay the bills. I mean, her uncle was a trucker, so I'm pretty sure she knows the drill.
Keeping your family together isn't easy, believe me. But the money's good. So you'll both need to compromise to find a balance. I'm not a good example of this, but other truckers have managed to not only start a family, but also keep it together.
Why? What happened?
If you weren't Charles' son, I'd probably tell you it's none of your goddamn business.
None of your goddamn business.
Just not right now.
Look,
okay.
Excuse me, who are you talking to? Don't talk to me like that. Who do you fucking think you are? Right, okay, yeah, we're not pulling this game apart, we're just experiencing it. Like I said, it's not that I want to load a game up and pull it apart. Oh, we're still indicating, okay. You know, but we can only say what we see, you know. There's sort of artifacts loading just beneath those traffic lights, got some flashing going on just up ahead. Lights on red, so we'll just roll up to them slowly. Oh, he's running. Red light still. God, it doesn't have supper. You know when you move the screen across, like it goes absolutely, really fucking blurry. Like that traffic light is okay, but the minute you turn, it almost goes transparent. I don't. There we go. There's a green. All right, we'll have that then. So if I put £50 on a game, and there's a bloody good chance I will because it's my genre on the channel, then we are going to do an absolute deep dive on it. Because if I'm paying 40 odd quid, I'm going to do a deep dive on it. There's no question. So yeah, steering wheel works okay. Might have to look at the feedback. Not quite as sensitive as what truck driver was earlier in the video. You can see the wheel. It's not sort of like, you know, really super sensitive. Could do bring the full speed back up a little bit. Feels nice underfoot, you know. Feels okay. We've got, I say it's a turning right, but it's not. It's the road just hacks a right. I think this is one of the problems, and if you're a fan of PMG, you would have watched him cover it quite a bit. If you've got a really long trailer on, some of those corners, because they're literally right angles, you have to take such a wide berth with it, you know. Another red light, turning left. I don't know, maybe Dutch connection is going to be amazing. Maybe at green light, there we go, stop this. Those cars coming over, yeah. Maybe it's going to be amazing, and I hope it is. I hope it is. You know, I hope it really surprises me, you know. I always thought the wind looks really good in this game. And there is times where the sky looks quite good. But why they choose to do these big sort of fluorescent boxes, like keep it real. Like do something with the truck engines. Make them, you know, these are American bloody, you know, great big Peterbilts or whatever, you know. Press and hold to do what? Press, hold up on the D-pad. Oh, windshield wipers. Okay, that's fine. There you go. So rain's coming in. We thought wind was picking up, didn't we? The wind was picking up a little bit. I think square's the lights or circle? Circle? Square. There you go, square. Slow and steady drive as always.
Send my truck at a gas station before?
Nope.
All right, let's see what you got.
Well, I've parked the
Don't
bus.
worry. I'll help with it.
Okay.
I've parked. Let me talk. I've parked a bus at a petrol station before. How's that? They're beeping. Come on, man. Let me round. Let's get this fucking tractor unit round. Right. Okay. Left we go. We're indicating. I can't quite hear them. So those big gaudy boxes, they look even worse in the rain. Look at that great big red icon for a look. It's just you don't need for it to be that hilariously huge. It just doesn't need to be that big, you know. Right, pull it up then. So hold to turn the engine off. What was the wipers? Hold left or hold right? No. Hold up, was it? Wipers? There you go. So fuel the truck. Is it filling up? For Christ's sake. Okay. Saving. Go to the shopping mall. Okay. So truck. Hold down. There we go. Let's have some lights again. Let's have full lights. Okay. And yeah, let's get out of here. It's the trouble when you play
I think you did great.
oh,
Now it's
One-
sent to the depot.
What are we hauling, by the way?
there you go.
You won't always know exactly what you're transporting.
You would.
It's rare, but you should keep it in mind. Sometimes the company just tells you to get the cargo from point A to point B, and that's it.
No, I
But
think
right
you probably
now, we'll be taking a trailer to a repair shop.
All right.
I think you probably would know what you're hauling, wouldn't you? Let me just take this trailer of Coke. Oh, where's he want it? Don't tell me a trailer's behind me. Go to the shopping centre. It's literally... Bear with. Wouldn't normally do this. Hear that music, look, see? Oh, I can see something big and flashing over there. I reckon it might be the next left. Although it doesn't actually show on the sat-nav, look. So just wait for that yellow van. There's a red one coming round now, look. Come on, now there's a bloody cement mixer. Oh, let's have it then. Left. Yellow can wait for me. You wait there, dickhead. So, do you think it's here? Yeah, I think it is. The sat-nav wasn't particularly clear, was it? Come on then. Let's wind it in. And have a look for our trailer. Here I was, only playing this for 5 minutes. Okay, there's a big orange box. It's got to be that one, isn't it? So I'm hoping they do a better job with the, you know, the sat-nav in the centre of the screen. We'll have to see. Like, you know, it could... Look, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. It could be amazing. Amazing.
We're here.
So-
See that blue trailer over there?
Was it a flatbed trailer?
Yep.
That's the one we're taking to the shop.
Alright. So it's when you're on the brake pedal, it engages reverse gear. If you let go of the brake pedal, it comes out of reverse gear, or you lose the audible tone. So I think this is why I want to look at manual gears if I can, because that way it will sort of stay in there, you know. I don't know if we can get up a third mirror, like a one, you know, like a useful one. But for now, just look for it in that right mirror a second. Wait for it to come. There it is. It's coming in now. Look. Right. Oh, okay. What does it say? Triangle. What does that mean? So much is going on. Okay. Well, look. We may as well haul the trailer now. Can we get out this way? Yeah, we can. This video is going to be so long.
Hey, not bad. That's a great start. I'm getting flashbacks.
Okay,
Oh,
just
what?
watch that trailer on that
Not the good
curve.
old days. Your father, being young. Over the years, I've driven with hundreds of young truckers. But with you, it's different.
Yeah,
I feel like we'll have a lot to talk about over the next few weeks.
we'll see.
Relax. There's no pressure. It's just a hunch.
How long you been driving?
Let's just say that I've already celebrated my ruby anniversary, and
Right.
I'm working towards the sapphire one.
Man, it's a long time.
Over 3.5 million miles, my friend, and did the majority of them without AC or any of today's fancy gadgets.
How long have you had this truck?
This baby's pretty new. She'll be 5 in September.
Okay, you heard me wrestling with a will then. It actually come off my table, so I had to put it back on. But we are, we may as well haul this. We may as well finish this now. Because we've got a trailer, and we'll just sort of see how we get on with these tight streets. Yellow car's coming around, that's engaged. This is why I want manual gears. I've just got my foot on the brake and it's engaged reverse gear. Cars are a bit relentless. After this grey car, no, another grey car's coming round. After this grey car. Come on, be quick about it. Yeah, alright, looks good. Right, we'll follow that one out. But you know, we've got quite a plethora of truck games coming, so we're going to have a lot of fun on the channel, which I'm excited about. And oh yeah, I mentioned at the top of the video about my job, didn't I? Yeah, so I'm still kind of curious how it's going to work with the channel. Whether I need to do one truck video a week and one Wild West and the odd bike video, rather than doing the 2 truck videos a week. I think we'll sort of see how it goes. The channel's not going anywhere, and there's always going to be a truck video a week. But it's just, you know, it's real life, isn't it? And I do the radio on a Friday night, so I do a rock show on a Friday night on my local station. I also am in a rock band. And I do rehearsals on a Thursday, and I've got obviously practice through the week, so I'm pretty busy. And that's great, you know, because I can't wait for stages next year. You know, I'm really enjoying radio and being part of radio. I've done radio for 2.5 years, and it's a great thing to be a part of. And you know, to do this YouTube channel as well is, you know, it's incredibly, it makes me really happy. Like, I love it, you know. I love the everything about the channel, you know. Oh, what's going on now?
Hello?
Oh,
Oh, hey, Stephanie. He's doing great, don't worry. Yeah, everything's fine. The boy's got gasoline in his blood. Like father, like son.
he's not on the phone though, is he?
Of course I'll take care of him, Stephanie. Don't worry about a thing. He's in good hands. There's no need to thank me. I think we'll get along just fine. It's all good. Take care. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, so we've got a proper right coming up here. No light,
Yeah,
so we
don't
can
worry.
have
Make
it.
sure we get enough rest.
Do you mind? I'm
Bye
concentrating.
now.
Shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
Watch that trailer round.
She's so overprotective.
She's
There we
your
go.
mother. Plus, after all she's been through, she has the right to be overprotective.
Yeah, but calling you to check up on me is a bit much.
Well,
I'm
Stop
5.
sign.
I can take care of myself.
yeah, but when you were 5, she was the only one who took care of you. And it wasn't easy for her.
And now she wants you to take care of me. God.
Just to watch over. Come on, it's not that big a deal.
If you say so.
Well, just drive.
So that's annoying. So this guy looks about, I don't know, late 20s, early 30s. Yeah, he's being, you know, despite your parents, that I appreciate your parents, but like, you know, come on, you're not talking to him like he's 7, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little bit high spirited. Well, that hasn't been a bad drive. Have I begrated this game? Have I give it a really hard time? I think for just cause, I think if you go through my video and watch the last one, there was loads of bugs at the time, and on a wheel it feels good. I wish there was a bit more feedback. Oh, don't tell me I needed that turning. No, I don't think so. I think it will be nice with more open roads, like the open road, because this is quite a closed map, really. It's look at this turning, man. It's all right angles, and I appreciate that America is a little bit like that in its towns. It does have some open roads in it, I suppose. But anyway, for some reason I didn't gel with the game, and here I am back on it, and well, look, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. Right, take this right here. Again, another honking right turn. So I see that big orange box. It's probably got to go in there, isn't it? Let's just check that mirror round. Yeah, okay. Hold the triangle button to what? It's so difficult to read that. Why did it go nighttime, literally overnight?
Nathan.
Why has it gone
So
back to
far,
daylight?
So good, my boy. Let's park next to the red logo.
And then the clouds literally just like were in the mirror on the left hand side. You can watch it back. We're sort of like really advancing time as we've pulled in. That's odd, isn't it? Where's this drop off to? There. Okay then. Well, we'll do what we normally do. We'll Can we pop our head out the window? No, we can't. So again, these are things we'll be looking at. But I do think just going to pull up as square as I can. I do think once ETS and ATS drop, these games have had it. They really have. You know, if they're going to come out, they should be charging about $19.99. You know. Right, let's have a look at this then. See if we can do it. Because it's quite difficult to see. So one problem we got here almost is that the width of the truck is wider than the trailer by the look of it. Is that what I mean? So I can't really back that up very well. I shouldn't do this really, but I suppose you would get outside the truck. So let's have a quick look at this. Yeah, I suppose you would have trailers, so we're not quite square. We've just got to back it round, so that trailer's got to go to the right. Okay, let's see how we get on then. Alright, this way. Oh, it's quite difficult to see, isn't it? Right, let's straighten up a bit. Got it fitting in the left mirror? Not really. Bloody hell. Oh, fuck it. Should I just do it in third person? I don't want to do this. Like, I don't, you know, like, I want to do it as real as I can, and I appreciate that I've got a long way to go, you know, but I always want to try. But if I can't pop my head out the window and I can't get out the truck, well, I can't get out the truck on ETS mine, so, you know, gonna have to get used to it, Katie. Yeah, but yeah, I don't always want to come to third person to back it in, especially on a wheel, you know. Just try and make it immersive as possible. There we go, that'll do. Right. Okay, knock the engine off. And well, that's a double, isn't it? And I'll see you on Friday. So So that I don't think there'll be a trucking video on Thursday, which is going to be weird. I know. See, now it's got music and it's really loud. I think it's going to be a slight change. I think Trucking Tuesday is always going to stay. It always has and it always will. Wild West Wednesday, because I really love the Wild West stuff. And I'll be back on Friday with Dutch Connection. And we'll see how the Trucking Thursdays go, because it was Tactical Thursday, wasn't it? There's been a lot of changes on this channel and we're continuing to grow. We are not an established channel. We're not at 1,000 people. So I'm still finding the roots. But I do know that I love truck games. I love bike games and I love the Wild West. So those are the three genres. I just need to sort of work it with my new job, with the band, and also with the radio station. But that's it from me. I will see you on the next one. Take it easy, take good care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. All the best.